Hello, this is Uranus Divinity. I'm actually starting my YouTube channel here. This is one of my very first videos, third to be exact. This will be a Gemini reading for October, from now until the end of October. It may even splash over past that. But so what I like to do when I try to get very specific in energies, and whether that's, celestial bodies, people, zodiacs, mainly. I like to work with zodiacs a lot. I have a few of these oracle type cards. So this one is this is Gemini, and this is Mercury, since Mercury governs Gemini. So I put their two energies together. That's the top of the table, and we will get started. Spirit and Mercury. Tell us a 3-card start for Geminis in the month of October, from now to the end of October in 2019. And let's pull from the ancestors too. Our ancestors are always here to help us as well. So Mercury, Spirit, Ancestors. And now to the end of October. 3 cards for Gem. Right there it is. 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and the Hierophant. Alright. Just so you know, I also broke out Venus, just in case we start to pull some love in this reading. We'll throw her down there and maximize that. And then I brought Jupiter, because Jupiter is actually detriment to Mercury, Gemini. So anyway, we have like the 9 of Pentacles. Pentacles are usually like a grounding, a home, body, finances. 9s are usually like fruition, attainment, fulfillment. This is reversed, though. Somebody's not hitting that fulfillment. I don't really see finances, home, body just yet. We'll move on. 6 Wands. So 6s are usually, I like to associate the 6 almost immediately to harmony, and almost everything that comes to me is harmony. But it could be like a cooperation, a communication. Sorry about that. I forgot to turn off those notifications. And then the Wands are, like creativity, passion. There's a lot of action behind Wands. So there's like a creative harmony here, I think, that's missing. And that makes me feel like it's either work or home. Could still be body, I guess. And then we have the reversed Hierophant. And that's directly tied to a Taurus, which is, as you know, Earth. So it's reversed. So that could be like challenging tradition, unconventional lifestyles, like unconventional everything, unconventional relationships, periods, role reversals, things like that. This is what Gemini's going through, huh? So let's keep moving, because I'm not really seeing a big picture here. So let's clarify the Hierophant. Let me get this sage bowl out of the way. Again, Mercury, Gemini. Mercury, Gemini, Mercury, Gemini. Spirit, all celestial bodies even. There it was. I seen he was going crazy. We have the reversed 6 of Cups. There's disharmony in the heart and in the relationship, so that kind of just pulls it right straight into the home, don't it? I guess it could still be a work-related thing. I'm not harmonizing at work anymore. I don't like to go. Let's clarify some other cards here. How about we see what's up with this 6 of Wands? I think we're going to need to do a shuffle. Why are these cards? I've been having the hardest time getting these to shuffle like that. The last 3 attempts, it just blocks on that. Good Lord. We're going to clarify the 6 swords, the only kind of creative action. We're going to go 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Alright. Let's flip those and see what have we won today. So we have the 7 of coins, pentacles, whatever you want to call it. It's reversed. Somebody's not reflecting upon their home or their body or themselves. And that was below the Hierophant as well. So maybe they're getting too progressive with who they are. Then we have this bad boy. Anybody guess who that is? I'll give you a second. It's the devil. That's a cap energy. We all know that. So we got lack of reflection, loss of traditional values, loss of heart. The devil's here. And this is not... This is actually willpower, and I think creativity, but I think it is placed in the wrong place. See some Aries, Leo, Sag here. We see pretty much almost every sign, but we still have the 9 of Pentacles. So, the home didn't come to fruition. Lacked traditional values. Either because of that, or at the same time, or maybe those happen because there's a block in the feelings, the relationship zone, the heart chakra. And then the devil entered. Somebody let the devil in. Problem could be the form of drugs, alcohol, sex, like cheating, any kind of vice, really. That's kind of what I'm feeling, is a vice of some sort. And then we enter the 6 of Wands. So there might be somebody might be making a decision in this. I think mind. Yeah, I think this is a creative decision. And then we have the 7 of Coins. And what's interesting about this one, I like to bring out the creator's definition. This literally is somebody saying, you ain't getting in here. They're blocking a doorway. And it literally says that in the definitions. I like to try to understand the creator's definitions because this is their baby. These are their works, the words, the artwork, the passion, the feel, the vibe. It's all been manifested within the creator. They put their own magic on this. So sometimes you got to watch it. They'll put their magic on it, and that's the way it goes until you put your magic on the cards directly. But somebody kicked somebody out, I think, because this is just not a traditional home. And they are very grounded, much like a Tauran, or like Virgo, Capricorn, it's like that real earthy, grounded energy. And that's what this person wants. And so somebody was letting the vices take control and just going to town. Crazy, a lot of action with the vices. Why? Well, why is the 7 of Pentacles here? Reverse 2 of Wands. So, we got a partnership or a balance here that's just no balance. There's no balance. There's no action. Just no flair, no passion. This is starting to look like a very dead in the water situation. It's looking like this probably isn't going to end well. With the only thing running out, the only energy on here so far running strong is the devil and a harmonizing of passion. And I think that's more. I think all that means is they're letting the vices like really run rampant. That's the biggest energy on here. That is not the best energy. Everything else, which would typically be pretty good, it's all reversed. It's all blocked. It's not happening. Let's clarify this 9 of Pentacles. So is this a person's energy? Is this can we clarify that? 9 of Pentacles. You know what? Actually, now bear with me here. I know the tarot way better than I know my runes, but I just got these runes yesterday and I got to implement them. I'm not going to take many. I'm just going to clarify with maybe 3 or so. Alright, so I haven't learned all these. I do have a quick study guide. I know, please don't get annoyed at me. This one's facing me up big time. This is facing me up. For anybody that may know runes, there you go. This actually is supposed to be going this way, so it's kind of off kilter. This is Gerry, Jera, Y or J. That's year, harvest, invites long-term success and luck. Gardener's rune. This is kind of, I was kind of tilted to the side and facing me. So I feel like it's a countdown. This was year. So maybe something happened around mid-year to start this in motion. That's a dead one. That one was dead. Dead. We have this one. It was kind of standing on its end like this, facing me with those prongs to my left, which is the opposite way. And this is Pertho. P. Secrets. Chance. Invites birth of something new, and success and game of chance. Somebody's vice is gambling. That's immediately what I got. So we got a gambler here. Thank you. Thank you, mighty Norse gods. So we have a gambler. The 9 of coins. So the attainment, they're after a big payoff, and they just can't get it. And it's like they probably squandered the relationship, or at least have put it in a deep turmoil. Let's keep going. Why is this devil energy here? We already know it's probably a gambling vice. Let's see what else we can pull from it. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Let's keep clarifying. Let's keep pulling cards. Actually, this card right here was on the bottom. As soon as I started shuffling it, and there we go, the Fool. Okay. Give me a 3-card spread right here to the right of the Queen. Give me a past, present, future on her. That would have fell in the middle. So the Queen of Pentacles, we know her a very grounded body. She's upright too, so she's very, very grounded. She's in her power. She's really being who she's supposed to be. We have the 9 of Swords. So we have an idea, which is, I think, the attainment for that money, or the winnings of whatever it is they're gambling with. They could be gambling with their life, a lot of things, but they are not getting the attainment, and it's like tearing their mind up, or it's consuming it is probably the better word. It's definitely consuming their mind, actually, now that I say it and reiterate. But this brings in Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we have a 4 of Pentacles reversed. So the stability, I mean, we've seen this already. We already knew this should have been hitting the board a long time ago. We're losing some stability, most likely in finances and home. But I'm not feeling as much as the drugs anymore. And I think it's finances, home. It's probably a gambling. I really feel like it is. Almost to the point where we're not letting you in here. So, like, she's not letting him back in the house. And then we have the reversed Queen of Swords. So the queens are naturally attached to water. And the swords are obviously the intellect, the thought, the ideas before action. Somebody has got a bad compulsion, and I think it is definitely gambling. Somebody is gambling like crazy. And the Queen of Pentacles, she seems like she's in her space. And then we have the Fool, which is, the new beginnings, the opportunity, the potential. But we have that to the left of the Devil. So I kind of feel like this was a transition for somebody. They were the Fool. They were very, like innocent. They bred freedom, adventure, travel, spontaneity. They were probably really spontaneity. They were really spontaneous. Jeez. And that's probably what made this Queen of Pentacles become his Queen of Pentacles, or her Queen of Pentacles. And then they gradually moved into this devil energy of compulsion, and I believe it is definitely gambling. I have one card in here that I like to associate real big time with losing money, especially if it's reversed, just because of the picture, and it really just gives me that feel. We'll see what happens. If it comes out, then that's even a bigger sign. But we have a lot of pentacles on here, which in a lot of decks can be called coins. The first tarot deck I ever had, it was called coins. This one. So, can we clarify what's above this Fool and what's below this Fool? Can we call it a free will decision? Hopefully we will. I like to try to find free will decisions. Always do. I always like to give somebody some real guidance, some decisional guidance. Above the Fool, below the Fool, Mercury. What's above the Fool? What's below the Fool? I cannot take those, but I know that this one's supposed to be there. That's below, and this one's above. That's why that huge piece dropped out, because it needed to put those below and above in my mind and my energy. So we have, to the left of the Queen of Pentacles, geez, there's a lot of just some master energies here. We have the King of Wands, which was, I asked for a free will decision here, so this may be a decision he might be able to make if he can beat this compulsion. And then we have the reversed Queen of Wands. So it's like, wow, that might have all just changed for me, because if this is a free will decision, they can go into a masculine or a feminine, but the feminine is a reversed, almost like a reflective, or not in their power. He's a passionate king, for sure, but he's a disconnected feminine. This person is a disconnected feminine or a masterful king. Both of the wands suit the passionate either way, or lack of passion. And this fool don't know what journey to go to, so it's forcing them into this vice, and it's creating disruption, because that's definitely that's not tradition. Yeah. What's your vice? Maybe we can get it with the runes again. Try to clarify this vice, this devil energy, this vice. Come on, we're going to throw it across the devil, and hopefully we can get it right over into the Gemini as well. I'm going to go a little bigger pile. Nothing fell on the devil. Got something at the foot. Closer to the table. I'm going to read the ones that stand out the most, because I don't want this to be an hour reading just because I don't have these memorized. We have a very heavy concentration between the Queen of Pentacles and the Devil energy. So I think these are two players, are two people in the midst of this home. So we're going to start here. So we have like this bird foot almost. It was sitting right here on the edge, kind of off to our left shoulder. That rune is called, is that the way it's supposed to sit? Oh, okay, there we go. It's actually, then it's reversed to me. It's facing like a chicken foot, but it's supposed to be the other way. So that rune is called Algiz, or Algiz, I like that. It's 0x, protection, so, and then invites protection, health, and happiness. Somebody's rejecting basically the epitome of a home, but it's on her left shoulder, reversed, almost as if it's been thrown back by that devil energy. I don't think this is her. I think this is the devil energy throwing it back. So then we have this facing at the very top of the card, down, like this, but it's towards the queen here. It's like, almost like a plus symbol. That is Nauthiz. Nauthiz, need, necessity, invites destiny to accomplish the impossible. But this isn't sitting in its power either. It's kind of yeah, it's to the right, so it's like half power. Somebody's got like a need for destiny, but it's only like a half powerful type energy coming in. So we have this R facing her, like under her breast to her chest, her heart area, her heart chakra. But it is also laying on the side like this. That is Arido. Journey, wheel. Invites renewal and safe journey, physical or spiritual. I think, as I said, this was in her heart. I guess it could have even been her solar plexus. Which kind of brings the life principle of identity, personal. Okay, yeah, I'm going. As soon as I said that, I realized that's what it is. This is right now, maybe even you're going half, like you're kind of looking inside, whoever this person is. You're kind of going half-assed with it. And since there's not many swords on this, I kind of feel like you, Gemini, you are the suspect here. You're the devil energy, I'm thinking. You might be living in that devil energy. Anyway, I think this person you're involved with is starting to reflect upon themselves inside, and that's always a good thing. That's a major message from Spirit. It's just one of the ones that always comes out. It's the moment I started to say them, they just started to resonate so deeply that I knew that was like a golden rule for the for celestial bodies and for Spirit, is that a self-reflection and unconditional love. Those are the two messages. Here's her crown. This was covering her crown, and it was laying on it. It's like this bee symbol, but it was tipped upside down and completely covering her crown. I think that's significant. I do apologize. Like I said, I just got these yesterday, but I was so excited. I have to implement them. I can't not implement them. This is Berkana. It was laying this way. It's almost completely upside down and reversed. Berkana, bee, birch tree, beloved, invites romance, healing, and protection. She's sending out no, she's not. She's got her crown hidden. She's not sending out. She's not sending out any kind of romance, healing, and protection. She's staying inside too much. So she's bringing in energy from the root, probably up into the solar plexus, but she's not releasing it at the crown or even the third eye. She's just holding it in. That's a supernova waiting to happen. That's not good. You have to be able to release energies taken in too. You don't want to always hold them. So, it's good to make a flowing channel. So we have him. We now have, just to speed this up because I don't want this thing to be too long. If it's significant, I'll show you what it is. We now have Othelia. Property, homeland, inheritance, strengthens family and partnerships. This was facing the devil but covering up his numbers. So almost like it's wanting to change this number to get this person off of the devil. And since this is it's completely covering the number and showing a blank side of the rune, I think it's wanting to go back towards the Fool. It's saying go back towards the Fool. Gemini or your partner, they need to go back towards that, that just nonchalant type of attitude from the Fool. The next one we're going to read is it looks like Hagles. Yeah, it's the best, closest I see. Hagles, hail, weapon of war, carved into weapons of war. And this Hagles is turned sideways, so it's half power, but it is facing. It's in the middle of the Fool and the devil energy, and I believe those are the same, as I said. But it is in the middle, and it's a weapon of war. Something is stopping this. There's a fight. There's an energy. There's something fighting between these two. I think it goes back to the vice. But why is that vice here? So we have that is Ansuz, Ansu's God, ancestor, divine breath, invites divine power, luck, and inspiration. But this is sitting on its side on Anthus, so it's only like half power or no power really, because it's bearing um, that full energy is only half power. So the drain is moving definitely from the full. So the movement right now of energy is from full to the devil. So we need to fix that energy. We got a couple sitting on in between Mercury and the Gemini numbers, or letters I should say, that spell it out. That is Manaz. Mankind, knowledge, invites self-knowledge and manifests true self. And that's sitting somewhere in between Gemini and Mercury, its ruling planet. There, you need to start understanding yourself and how you fit in this universe, and how the celestial bodies that govern the universe work together. As always, there's always a dig inside. There's always like a dig inside and figure out who you are. But this room is sitting to my right. The two single forks was sitting to my right, so it's kind of like this, sort of. But this rune is not in perfect balance when it's sitting that way. It's actually supposed to be standing on those forks. So, but I guess it is sitting this way in between the words. So actually, that is probably set in full power. And then we have ice. Power invites authority. Authority and power, symbol of masculinity. So we have like masculine. Luck, gardener's rune, year, harvest. Good luck, charm. We have a masculine energy that's got a lot of luck going for it. So kind of, sort of. That one's on its back. That one's kind of turned sideways. The masculine is kind of partially turned. The Mercury is touching the major factor in the money area, and then the Degas, which is also good luck charm, invites spiritual growth. It's also kind of in a line, a transit into it. So I think what needs to happen is the vice that you're using is most likely gambling. Stop the gambling. It's almost out of power anyway. So if you've been getting lucky and you're just squandering it, or you get super lucky and you lose it all, it's about to stop. You're about to just start losing. So stop. Then, pick the masculine energy back up. Go inside and look at how you stand with Gemini within the Mercury body. Definitely. That's going to be the start of your self-reflection. It's going into your body through Mercury's stance, through the understanding of Mercury. And then we have Fehu here, sitting on this reverse Seven of Pentacles. Wealth, invites wealth and fulfillment of goals. But it's this on a reversed Seven of Pentacles, but it's not. It's kind of upright for me, but it would not be upright for the person saying not in here. You're not bringing that negative. Yeah, you're not bringing that negative gambling in here. What you got here? That's just kind of pointing at the wands, and it's buried. These things are fun, man. I like them. So we have Pertho up there. Secrets, chance, invites new birth, success in games of chance. We have a lot of gambling energy here. But this one's kind of like at the very, very height of Gemini. It's almost like if you find yourself and at your very height of energetic power, of understanding, like right when almost every bit of it clicks. When you know that moment comes, go to the casino then. And you'll be happy. But remember, it's not even on here, but temperance. We need to have temperance. And the Gemini is like the duality. It's the state of being dual, being one and the other. So then that also begs to differ that our Gemini is the problem here. He's the devil and the fool. So he's got a very that's a bad combination. Blind. It's almost like blindly walking with vices and like obsession, secrecy. This all comes easy to the devil, and he can jump back and forth. He can basically, the devil is hosting on this fool. The energy is anyway. It's not like, I'm not saying the real devil. I didn't read that one. Maybe for a reason. Or did I? I don't think I did. What the foo? What the foo? That's a piss poor rendition. Oh no, there it is. Aguas. U tree potential. Manifest your greatest potential. Now, the reason I say the greatest potential, but it is kind of on the side. The Nordic, they used to really honor the U tree because that's how they made most of their long ships, and that we all know about those long ships, right? But it was kind of half tipped between these four. The 6 of wands, the 9 of. I think this stuff will come to fruition or leave the scene. So you're going to be able to take out this big chunk once you reach your highest potential. So anyway, this kind of ran. We're about 31 minutes here. One thing I'm going to do, a little bonus here. We're going to throw up Venus and see if we can get a resolution in love, because this is definitely a house thing. It doesn't really look like nobody's leaving. It just looks like there's some bad fighting going on and some rejecting going on, and I don't want to talk to you. So in this home with this Gemini and his or her partner, where do we go with the love? Give me at least 2 cards. That's it right there. There's 2. So we have the Knight of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. That's a mastery, accomplishment. So they accomplished the turnaround of the home. They will accomplish, these lovers or love will accomplish the turnaround of the home, in the home. And then we have the Knight of Cups, which, knights are directly connected to fire. So I immediately think a passionate relationship or passionate gesture of feelings or love. And then the Knights pretty fast, especially this one. He's moderately fast, actually. I was thinking the Wands. It's a fixed sign too, and I think fixed is like middle of the month, and we are almost there. So about another week or so, as this could be the timing on that. But we definitely have somebody who's and look, you can even see the card. You can see it. He's up here like, hey, look at me, I'm back. And then I think we see, he may be the Hierophant. But regardless, I think things switch up for you if you can just look inside Gemini and figure out how you get through this block between the Fool and the Devil. And this block, or this tunnel, it's going one way right now, towards the Devil. We need to flip it and bring all that energy that the Devil took from the Fool and put it back into him. But then we learn from that, right? We're going to get some knowledge. And then just pay attention. Keep going. When you start to feel like yourself again, you're not done. Keep going until you feel like yourself, but you feel like a whole new version of yourself. And at that point, go to the casino. And then you're going to have even an accomplishment here, an accomplishment or mastery or an action of the home. Could be like a move. You might have been wanting to move for a long time. That might pay it off, but you need to dig into yourself first. Figure out where you lie between Mercury and Gemini. How to govern yourself with the true qualities of a Gemini. And like I said, the duality, that's pretty crazy. And there she is. The King of Wands. If you do all this, you'll be the King of Wands, and you'll get the Queen of Cups. I mean, does it get better than the Queen of Cups? The Empress, maybe? If somebody's a little more freaky and they like a little more complication, the High Priestess, but it doesn't go any further than that. I don't fuck with the High Priestess. But anyway, appreciate your time. I hope you guys stayed through for the whole video. Look me up, Aranos Divinity. I have a group page on Facebook, and I do a lot of live stuff. It's a little more lighter. I don't keep it as serious. I can at times if the energy pours in, but I try to keep it fun, and I try to interact with people as we're talking. We try to have a little more lighter, fun energy, and because I think that the lighter, happier, fun energies are far more powerful than some of the negative, darker energies. It's a lot harder to pull those. But these runes, with the being the obsidian, they should be, as I learn them better, they should be way better at pulling in the shadow self and working in the shadow self zone. So, but anyway, again, Aranos Divinity Facebook group. Come chill, come have some fun. If you have questions, you can ask them. There's a lot of good people in there, a lot of nice people, a lot of loving people. And as always, the universe tells me to tell you two of the biggest keys, if not the biggest key. There is one more, as 3 is the biggest, kind of, 3 is the biggest number in the universe, really. It's the best number, most well-rounded. But anyway, 2 of those, you'll have to find the 3rd because it's your karmic path, is unconditional love and self-reflection. You can never forget who you are, as you will lose your way. And when you lose your way, you lose yourself. Again, and always, I hope to see you in the future. Namaste.